Right, so why are we doing a Kickstarter, an Indiegogo, or any of these sort of things? I'm not really sure where this video is going to end up. To start a comic shop. Why don't we just start a comic shop? We clearly have enough books, enough back issues, enough of everything to do it ourselves. And we'd love to do that. I'm perfectly happy devoting my life to matching people with the right comic books. In fact, that's kind of why I want to do this. But I really want Escape Pod Comics to be much, much more than that. Escape Pod Comics is going to be a community center where people learn about comic books, where people get classes in comic books, both comic book history and how to draw them. We want to offer drawing classes. We're in discussions with people coming in and doing speaking engagements and signings and all that stuff. And frankly, we won't be able to do it for 4 or 5 years if we start in the traditional way. We're doing this so that people can help us not just be a comic store, albeit the greatest comic store in the world. We want to be a comic center. We want to be a comic educational facility. We want to be somewhere where everyone, all ages, 2 to 25 to 85, can learn about comic books and get something about comic books. We want to be much more than a comic shop. Besides, for everything for everyone, we are going to put a lot of energy into having comic books for children. These are not comics to sell, these are comics to educate. All comics are like that. Of course, we'll have everything that people like and everything people want to read for fun. But at the same time, we're going to try and match people up with the best comics for them. As you know, my wife does a web comic, Funny Shorts Comic, funnyshortscomic.com, and I'm featured in it as this sort of bumbling character, sort of the straight man. The fact of the matter is that I courted my wife with comic books. The first thing that I ever gave her was a Sandman trade paperback, and it went on until she became obsessed with comics. And I honestly believe I can do that to anyone. You have to match the comic to the person. You have to find the right book for the right person, and it just happens. Comics are the same as movies, they're the same as TV, and the same as novels. The right thing is there for the right person. All we want to do in Escape Pod is show people that. We want to make available to them. We have such a wide variety of comics, especially used comics and back issues that are incredibly cheap, that we can connect people with comics and help give the medium the place it deserves, which is, again, a major point of being a community center. It's a major point of this Kickstarter. You're not funding my store. You will be funding Escape Pod Comics, a community center for comic books. On the web, in Huntington, everywhere. Escape Pod Comics is going to be about comic books and all their potential. Okay, what we've got here, we have 2 very generous donations, besides for some people who donated awesome rewards, signed books, and wonderful art. Besides that, we had 2 people who donated pretty much their entire comic collection. Cody DeMattis, J.M. DeMattis' son, and my brother, both gave of their attics and gave onto us more than 40 long boxes full of comics. We have comics from the late 60s till now, back issued. They're going to be cataloged. One of the rewards we're offering is to take a dive into our back issues before customers show up. But these books aren't here for us to sell and for us to make money on the Kickstarter. These books are here to give the joy of comics. I need to share my love for comics with people. It's not enough for me to teach English anymore because I love comics more than I love any other part of literature. And I need to share that. And funding this project will allow me to share that. A lot of people have already donated time, money, and effort. We have rewards that are amazing because we have some amazing people giving them to us. We have some amazing people helping us out. But I need the money to make the Kickstarter work. I need you to understand how important that is and to help us do this. Thank you. Thank you. I need the money, please. I need the money for this. I have to get this stuff out of my house. My wife's gonna kill me. No, she's actually really cool about it. It's very strange. She's like, yeah, fill the garage with 50 long boxes. My in-laws, though, whose house this is, they're not so thrilled about it. So please, 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 please help me get rid of this. Please.